Hey, what's up, guys? In this video, we're going to look at the 3-game WNBA slate for today. Yes, I said WNBA. For the first time ever on this channel, I'm going to be covering this women's basketball. So if you watched the video and you enjoyed and you want me to continue doing this, let me know in the comment section. You can let me know by dropping a like on the video. I'm not stopping with the other sports. We're going to continue putting out baseball content daily, continue putting out basketball content. So make sure you subscribe so you never miss a video. So the good thing about WNBA is that most times you're only dealing with like under 5 games on a slate. A lot of times it's just a single game slate just because there's not a ton of teams. So that's good. It doesn't take very long to become an expert at this sport. And unlike the other sports like basketball, baseball, football, where probably like 95% of the people that play that sport are like really know what they're talking about, really know all the players and everything. And WNBA, I'll probably say like 5 to 10% of people actually watch this sport with a passion. So as long as you do a little bit of research, you can definitely have an edge over the field. So I did some research already. Going to give you guys like 4 picks that I really like, and we'll kind of go in depth of how I came across these picks. But if you're not sure about anything about WNBA, the best thing to do is go onto the website and just look at some box scores of some recent games. It's only been a few games, just for the box scores of the teams that are playing, just so you get an idea of which guys or which girls are starting, which teams play a deep bench, which teams play a very thin bench, which starters play a lot of minutes. You get a lot of information. But the biggest information on this slate is going to be that Liz Cambage is going to make her season debut. She missed the first game. And this is a big deal because just like when you had like that Boogie and Anthony Davis, both guys kind of took away from each other in New Orleans. And I think we could see some of that against some of that same thing here when you have Liz Cambage and you have Wilson. So when you have Wilson and Cambage, both girls are, they get a ton of rebounds. They do their damage in the paint mostly. So we could see them take away from each other. So I kind of want to see how they play together before I really recommend any of those two. So yeah, as you can see, with Cambage in there, you're probably going to get way less minutes for Sword, and probably Sword is going to get really cut, and then you'll get some less minutes off the bench for like Hamby. So that was a Vegas. I want to show you guys the Phoenix Mercury box score, just because their first game, they were one of the teams that played a very, very thin bench. As you can see, it's only a 40-minute game. And the 2 players on this team, Wnba Bonner and Brittany Griner, played 36 and 37 minutes, and they only ran 4 girls off the bench, and 2 of those people only played 3 minutes and 4 minutes. So this team looks like they're playing their starters very heavily. And with the injury to Diana Taurasi, Griner and Bonner are going to be the number 1 and number 2 options by far. Nobody else even came close to double-digit shot attempts for this team. So with the amount of minutes they're going to play, and with just how involved those 2 are going to be on offense, and with their salary, I feel really good about going with both of them. So that's what I'm going to start it off with. Is going to be at the guard. I really like Bonner. I'm just going to pay up for her just because besides her, there's a huge drop-off at the guard position. And she's just going to get a ton more shot opportunities without Taurasi in there. At $12,000, she's expensive, but she legitimately plays a ton of minutes. And they're going to need her to play a lot of minutes here. So I have no problem playing her. And then I love Brittany Griner as well. Nobody can really take away her rebounds, her points in the paint. This is going to be kind of a tougher matchup here with the 2 big bodies for the Aces and Wilson and Cambage. But I still think Griner is going to be able to hold down the fort. She also is really good with the blocks, averaging 2.5 blocks per game last season. And she's going to continue to chuck. She takes a ton of shots and has a ton of opportunities to put up putbacks and all that good stuff. So I really feel good about attacking both of these studs on this team. So besides those 2, I really like 6,100. I like Skykes here. Brittany Skikes. She's really cheap compared to the other guards. And the first game, she played pretty well. Try to pull up her stats here if I can find them. So she's a starter. It's very rare you get a starter in WNBA at this salary, especially one that has a little bit of upside. And she did play pretty well. She played about 24 minutes. This game was pretty close, though, at the fourth quarter. Might have got out of hand a little bit. I mean, they were making a comeback, so maybe they just kept the bench or whoever was playing well on there. So none of the starters in this game played 30 minutes. Like I said, it's important to see which starters are playing a lot of minutes. Obviously, just 1 or 2 games isn't a big deal, but and when DraftKings kind of puts the game logs in there, it'll be easier. But right now, you have to rely on this site. And Skikes can definitely shoot the ball a little bit, and she can get some rebounds, assists, maybe get a couple steals, and she only shot 33% and she'll put up 10 points, so shoots a little better from the floor. And if she plays a few more minutes, which I definitely think these starters can see a few more minutes here, I think she can put up a decent score here at just 6,100. So I like her at the other guard position. So those are 3 girls. And last but not least, a tremendous 5,700 value play is going to be 5,700. We have Maria Vadiva. So there's a lot of injuries in WNBA this season. A lot of stars that are injured. And most notably for Los Angeles, for the Sparks, it's going to be Candace Parker's injury. She's not going to play Friday. Good news is that she's not going to miss a lot of games. But with her out the first game, it opened up a huge opportunity for Vadiva at just 5,700. The first game, she was a monster. Scored 24 points, 5 rebounds, had 5 combined blocks and steals, and also had an assist. Was really a monster. Just want to show you guys how many minutes she played, and she should see that many minutes again. With the injury to Candace Parker, with her missing another game. So you can get a lot of good information from this site of WNBA, and once we get deeper into the season, I'll show you guys another tool you can use that would help you. But this is kind of a pain just scrolling through game logs. But here I don't think I picked, what team is that? The Sparks. Yeah, Vadiva was off the bench, but she played 25 minutes. Seems like this team, they did not play their starters heavy at all. The Sparks did not. 12 minutes and 18 minutes for a couple starters. And then you got 18 minutes for the center, and she was in foul trouble with 4 fouls. So with the way that Vadiva played, I won't be surprised if they give her a lot of minutes. And the other bench players played a ton of minutes here. So yeah, I think it's another scenario that some of these players off the bench played really well. But it's definitely something you can take advantage of. And you're getting a $5,700 player that has a little bit of upside, especially with Candace Parker should see some minutes. So, like I said, I want to show you guys another tool that you can use, and that is looking at the stats and looking at the team stats. So you'll get some information just like you would in NBA. You just got to find where it is. It's much easier on a desktop. There we go. So yeah, if you go to advanced, you can kind of look at the same numbers, same stats that you would use when you're judging an NBA team. Like look at pace, try to get teams that play at a fast pace. Look at teams that have look at their offensive rating, look at their defensive rating, give you more insight on which teams to stack and stuff. But on 2019, it's a very small sample size. You could look at 2018, but there have been a lot of moving parts in the WNBA this offseason that this 2018 data is not going to be too helpful. But anyway, it leaves you about 7,300 left to fill out this lineup. I feel pretty good about it. I really like the Phoenix Mercury just because their starters play a ton of minutes. And with Cambridge back, I just want to see how her and Wilson kind of complement each other. But I really think that Griner is the best play at forward. And then you can kind of make a case for any of the other guys, any of the other players down here. But that's pretty much it. Let me know what you think of the video. If I'm going to do more, let me know. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it, and good luck today.